Welcome to my channel Coin Legacy, the place where history meets treasure. Imagine a world without money. A world where every exchange was barter, grain for cattle, wine for cloth. But then, over 2,600 years ago, a revolutionary idea was born, an idea that changed trade, wealth, and power forever. Today, we're diving into the story of the Lydian Lion coin. Considered by many to be the world's very first coin. The Lydian Lion was created in the kingdom of Lydia, located in western Anatolia, present-day Turkey. Lydia was a wealthy and powerful state, especially between 700 and 546 BCE. Its kings controlled rich trade routes and fertile lands, but their greatest advantage lay beneath the earth. Deposits of a rare natural alloy called electrum. This shiny mix of gold and silver would become the material for the first standardized money. Before coins, trade was complicated. People used weighed pieces of gold or silver. But every transaction required trust. Was the metal pure? Was it the right weight? Around 610 BCE, under King Aliats, and later his son Croesus, the Lydians introduced something radical: small, stamped pieces of electrum with a guaranteed weight and design. No more endless weighing and testing. For the first time in history, people had money they could trust. The Lydian Lion coin usually featured the head of a roaring lion, the royal symbol of Lydia. The lion stood for strength, dominance, and divine power. On the back, there wasn't a fancy design yet, only punch marks made by the hammer when striking the coin. But even this simple look carried authority. Each coin was made of electrum with about 54% gold, 44% silver, and traces of copper. The state controlled the mixture, giving them a profit margin, in other words, the world's first government minting system. Economic impact. Reenactment of merchants trading, coins being weighed, goods exchanged. The introduction of coins revolutionized the economy. Merchants no longer worried about cheating scales or impure metals. Transactions became faster, trust was easier, and trade expanded across Lydia and beyond. Coins of different sizes and weights were minted. Some as small as 0.15 grams, so even everyday purchases could be made with money. Imagine a farmer buying bread with a tiny fraction of a lion coin. But the story didn't end there. Around 550 BCE, King Croesus, the last great king of Lydia, made another breakthrough. He abandoned electrum, which was hard to value precisely, and instead created the world's first bimetallic coinage. Separate coins of pure gold and pure silver, called croceids. This innovation spread like wildfire. The Greeks adopted it. The Persians adopted it. And eventually, Rome would too. All the money systems we know today can trace their roots back to Lydia. Original Lydian Lion coins are now incredibly rare. Some are kept in the British Museum and other collections worldwide. When they appear at auction, they can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on size and condition. For collectors, owning one isn't just about money, it's about holding the world's first coin in your hand. A direct link to the dawn of currency. The Lydian Lion's legacy is everywhere. Every coin in your pocket, every banknote in your wallet, owes its existence to that simple stamped piece of electrum created over 2,600 years ago. From Lydia to the entire world, money as we know it was born. The Lydian Lion was more than just a coin. It was a turning point in human civilization, the moment when trade became currency, when kings gained power through money, and when the idea of wealth as we know it was born. From a roaring lion in Lydia to the coins in your pocket today, the legacy of this tiny piece of electrum still roars across history. So next time you spend a coin, remember, it all began with a roaring lion in ancient Lydia. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of coins.